questions on the points of difference that we have with the Mac Coffee Capsules. And there are so many different capsules on the market at the moment, it can get so confusing for a consumer knowing what to buy and who to buy from. Mac have got 5 capsules here on the market at the moment. How are they better than any other?
Yeah, good question, Vicki. You're right, there is a lot of confusion out there, a lot of players, a lot of different capsule systems, so why should a consumer go to this system? Look, Mac capsules are more on the premium side, so if you're looking for a price point, that's generally not us. There are other options out there. At 65 average cents a capsule, Mac Coffee obviously does set itself apart from our competitors. But firstly, before I talk about the capsule itself and tell you a little bit about that, I'll quickly tell you a little bit about the origins. All our coffee is roasted in Italy. The origins of the beans, the blends, the way it's blended, the highest quality beans available. We haven't skimped there and tried to use secondary grade beans, so we really are delivering a premium product to the Australian market. We've started essentially with a mild, medium, strong, a decaffeinated coffee as well as a chocolate option, and we are, as we're speaking, developing new blends to bring out to the Australian market early next year. But really quickly, to go through the choice of blends, you've got a mild 100% Arabica coffee. All the Arabica comes out of South America. It's blended in 3 different regions, and it's a very mild coffee, beautiful to drink on its own as an espresso, and through milk is very light. For those who want a little bit more of a punch, Portofino, also made with Arabica, but a little bit of Robusta as well, that adds a lot of kick and bite and body to the coffee, and that there allows you to punch through milk. So the Portofino is probably one of our more popular blends, if you like. And
what about me, because I struggle to get out of bed in the morning, so it's something really strong.
Perfect, so maybe Venezia is the best shot for you. Venezia is the green one here. Venezia is also Arabica with a little bit more Robusta than the Portofino.
And that's what gives it the kick?
Absolutely, yeah, so a little bit more kick. So through a milk-based beverage, which in Australia we pretty much consume most of our espresso through milk, at least 95% of our coffee beverages are milk-based. Venezia is sensational for that if consumers really want to taste the coffee coming through the milk. Obviously we've got a decaffeinated coffee as well. The decaffeinated coffee is using the Swiss water methods. Generally speaking, there are 2 ways to decaffeinate coffee, using chemicals and using the natural Swiss water method, which essentially is submerging the green bean in water to remove the caffeine out of it. And then finally we've got the chocolate, the Belgian chocolate coffee, which is great for kids, for people who want to make mochas, and people who don't drink coffee. They don't have to be excluded from the whole MAP system.
Okay, well what's inside these little beauties here? What's inside the capsules?
Right, well I'm glad you asked, because this really is, I guess, fundamentally our massive point of difference over that of our competitors. And really I think you start off with a whopping 8 grams of coffee. The amount of coffee that MAP actually put into these capsules is enormous.
What's the standard on the market at the moment?
Well, on average it's about 6 grams,
okay, so
6
we're getting
to 6.5. Yeah, so again, being a 95% milk-based nation, you really do need a lot of dosage, a lot of coffee to punch through that milk. So I think firstly I would like to say probably the 8 grams of coffee is a massive point of difference, the amount of coffee the consumer is actually getting. Secondly, the capsule actually has micro filters built inside.
What are they?
Yeah, well basically one of the filters sits right at the bottom of the capsule. We'll just try and get that in. The coffee sits in between, and then you have that very large filter with all those tiny little pinholes that sits on top. And essentially what happens is once the water starts to infuse its way to the capsule or through the capsule, it hits a filter first, and that filter disperses all the water through each tiny little pinhole, and so you get an even distribution of water through the coffee, so nothing is left behind. And secondly, the water passes through under immense pressure, and just when you think it's all over, it starts again at the very bottom. There is another filter that ensures the very same thing. So really what you're getting is you're getting a very highly pressurized coffee. So really you're replicating a pressure out of a commercial machine. This is very unique and is available in the MAP coffee system, which is the filters.
Okay, you've got quite a lot of thought into these capsules then.
Absolutely. So really it's all about getting the best quality coffee you can, and I think the MAP capsule actually does that. And then finally finished off with triple layer of foil, which obviously guarantees freshness. The oxygen is sucked out of the capsule at production stage, so it's also nitrogen flush, so everything is removed as far as air is concerned, so the coffee's always at its freshness for 18 months. So I think if you combine all those benefits together, you really are getting the best quality capsule available anywhere globally today. So.
Great, well I think after all of that you may have converted me. We'll have to go for a coffee later and see.
Excellent.
But if anyone would like to buy these capsules, where can they get them from?
Yeah, stockists, look, we've made it really easy. That's another great thing about the MAP coffee system. We haven't just restricted consumers buying our coffee online, which they can do at their own convenience, but we've also made sure we've got some large stockists the consumers can visit to get our capsules. So some of those stockists would include Harvey Norman, The Good Guys, Officeworks, Target, as some of the larger ones. And we've got a lot of smaller boutique specialty retailers as well. So they're very, very readily available.
Great. Well, thanks for all your help today, Ange. I think it's a lot clearer. If anyone has any other questions to do with MAP Coffee, they can just go to the MAP Coffee website and there'll be people there to help you straight away.